Hi guys, Underwear here, or welcome back to me moving into this beautiful pink room. Yeah. And the next step I think we're gonna do is filling up the shelf here with some stuff from next door. So we're gonna do that.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Which I moved in here. So that's what we're gonna do next. And then we're probably gonna tackle the next piece of furniture, clearing it off, and all that jazz. So yeah. So I'm just gonna set you guys up here because the lighting is great when I set you guys up here. So we're gonna do that.
Enormous, instantaneous. Get moving.
realize how close I am to finished right now. I literally just put my desk in here, set all this up, and all I have left to put in here is my bookshelf, and I literally don't have anything to like go on the bookshelf because I crammed everything into here. Not crammed, but you know. So I'm kind of standing here wondering, like, what am I going to put on that bookshelf? Because I bought the bookshelf with my own money. And there are a couple of pieces in here that, you know, that I didn't, like, buy with my own money. But that bookshelf I did. And so I feel obligated to use it because I spent money on it. So maybe I'll bring up some of my stuff from the basement and put it on the bookshelf or something. I don't know. But yeah, moving that bookshelf is definitely going to be something for my dad to do, not me by myself to do. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, this is what we got now. Yeah. Status report. So, we filled up the set of drawers a little bit. Still have some room. We got this in here. We got some aesthetically pleasing items in here. Can definitely fit more in here. And in the set of drawers. So, we are going to clear off more items from the yellow room and put them in here. Back when my sister was editing videos for her classes back in college days, which is how I learned how to edit with Windows Movie Maker, which is long in the grave now, and now I use Windows Movie Maker Live, which when it first came out everyone said it was like the worst Windows Movie Maker, and now, but Windows Movie Maker Live was like my go-to software until I got my current laptop, which now I just use the whatever editing software comes with it, which is just called Video Editor. And how did I get on this? Oh yeah, my point is this: I learned how to edit videos in this room, and this room has been closely connected to my videos and my YouTube channel ever since. So to sit here and make a video about me moving out of this room, decorating my new bedroom, and not giving it a proper send-off would be wrong, in my opinion. It seems like, to me, to make a video about the transformation of both of these rooms and ignore the fact that there are so many memories that have been made in this room, not just having to do with my channel, but my growth as a person too. I mean, I went through all of my teen years in this room, and these four walls, actually probably like 4 1/4, these 4 1/4 walls have seen me definitely at my worst, and hopefully have seen me at my best too. I have grown up so much in this room, and you can probably tell because of all the crud on the walls, just throughout all the videos that I've made over the years in this room. You've seen how much I've switched around the furniture. You've seen how many different times I taped up drawings, took them down. This video is more than just the typical YouTuber room transformation video. It's almost like a passing of the torch and the beginning of a new era for my channel. And I think it would be silly to sit here and act like this is like every other transformation video and not talk about some of the memories, some of the videos that have been made in this room. Before I lived in this room, I had never had my own room before, so not only was this room my first experience with having that, not independency necessarily, but like my own space, and it's hard to describe. But this room has definitely been like a huge part of my channel and a part of my teen years and my adult life thus far, and while it may not be a part of my videos and a part of my life in a physical sense as much anymore, because this room is probably going to become a guest room or a storage room, I'm still very proud and aware of how much has happened in this room, how much I have grown in this room, how much maturing has happened in this room. Like, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I am aware that this room has been such a big part of my channel, and I wanted this video because I learned to edit in this room by watching my sister edit those videos so long ago, and since then I've learned how to use other editing softwares through my own trial and error. That's kind of how I learned to use Windows Movie Maker Live back when there was the big switch between Windows Movie Maker and Windows Movie Maker Live. That Windows Movie Maker Live was all my trial and error and looking up on YouTube, like, where are the tools, because there's literally nothing here. And also the most recent editing software, which is just like what came free with my laptop, that was all just trial and error, seeing what was there and all that jazz. And the fact that this room is such a big part of my learning to editing history and part of my uploading history, those memories won't just fade into oblivion. I won't let them. And obviously I can't now because I've documented them. And of course there's the most recent big thing that happened in my life, and I don't know if there's still the thing where YouTube is like not recommending videos or demonetizing YouTubers who talk about this, but it needs to be talked about, because one of the biggest things that I ever went through in this room is the COVID quarantine. And while I wasn't like in this room the whole time, I did spend like a good amount of quarantine in this room doing crafts, making videos, watching all this content that other YouTubers had made, some talking about COVID, some not talking about COVID. And high props to those YouTubers who did talk about COVID, even when YouTube was demonetizing or just not recommending YouTubers who talked about quarantine and COVID and stuff like that, because knowledge is the key to getting through anything that we don't understand. Learning more about diseases that we don't understand, especially when everything is like closing down because of it, is exactly how we're going to defeat it. And I would be remiss to sit here and act like this past year in quarantine has not changed the way that I look at like not only my own content, but content that is by other YouTubers, because there was a long time where watching content was one of the things that you could really only do to feel that connection. I mean, I never got really lonely during quarantine because I was working all throughout quarantine, but there were a lot of people whose like the places where they worked shut down during quarantine, so I could see that being like their only real form of like human interaction. So yeah, I didn't mean to go that much into talking about quarantine, but honestly that's probably like one of the biggest things that happened to me in this room, other than puberty obviously. I honestly think that when I first moved into this room, I was just a kid, and now while I still look like a kid very much, I'd like to think now I'm a woman, because you know, I'm 22, and while there is kind of like a weird like social thing about calling people who are girls who are, you know, older than like what a kid would be considered, still calling them like girls, but I am a woman, you know. So all of this to say, I'm gonna try to wrap this up and put a nice little bow on it. To quote Marie Kondo, quote Marie Kondo, Yellow Room Studios, thank you and goodbye. But enough about the past. Let's talk about the future. On the note of memories, I think we've already started off on a great foot with these lovely pink palace-esque room. It definitely has a very influencer-like feel to it. There is definitely, as I was putting together this room, there were several times that I was like, oh, this is totally like an Amber Shoal aesthetic, like a castle-y, like grown-up influencer like feel. And while there is a little bit of that, there's also a lot of my own aesthetic on it, and I'm really excited to see what kind of content I make in this room, and hopefully I can put out videos that are as kind of professional as this one was, because I really put like my heart and soul into making these past few videos. And while there were some technical issues with editing, I still tried to make them fun to watch and fun to make, and you see the results. And I'm probably gonna do a like room tour video at the end of this, right after this, whatever this is, dedication. But yeah, honorable mentioners, here's to the future. There's no water in there. But yeah, here's to the future.